Hi, welcome to Mary Kay Strong. Today, we're talking all about the in-person makeover. It's how I grew up building my business for over 27 years, in-person appointments around kitchen tables, around dining room tables, on coffee tables, on the floor, on their lap, sharing the product in front of a mirror and a tray and letting them experience the product. It is truly my favorite place to do a makeover. Of course, we've got virtual. We'll talk about that on another video. But what we're going to talk about today is the in-person makeover. Now, my trays are already all set up. I'm just going to give you a little bit of logistical things on in-person parties. So when I open up my trays, they're already put together. They've got the washcloth, the cotton ball, the plastic tray, and my applicators right inside. So my assistant does this, but I did this for many years. But if you have a teenager at home or somebody in your neighborhood who would help you, it's great to just have 10 to 12 of these put together at all times. So you just throw them in your big starter kit bag. You've got your set sheets, you've got your lookbooks, you've got your customer profile cards, your sales tickets, and you've got your demo roll-up bag. Now, this is vital. Every consultant should have one of these put together, whether you're doing in-person appointments or not. This is how I do every appointment, even virtual, sitting here at my desk or my bathroom sink. I always have my demo roll-up bag because this has everything in it that I need to demo on somebody. It's got my miracle set up here for both skin types, normal dry and combo oily. It's got all of my skin supplements. It's got charcoal mask, eye makeup remover, satin lips, everything that's skincare related that's not a miracle set. It's got everything color related, liquid eye colors, mascaras, concealers, foundation primer. And then in the bottom one, it's got my satin hand sets for both of my formulas. I love this demo roll-up bag. It's how I stay organized. And there's a complete listing of everything that needs to go in your demo roll-up bag. And this is a write-off because all of these products that you're using are for demo. So this is how I sell product. This is how I show people about how to purchase sets. It's how I book my follow-up appointments. This demo roll-up bag is everything. Let's talk about actually what happens at your in-person appointment. Now, before I share with you my agenda, I do want to share with you that the only way I learned this over 30 years ago was by jumping in and just putting myself in a position where I had to learn. Really and truly, I didn't know what I was doing. My director lived all the way across the country from me. I had to go and just step out on faith. So if you're nervous about a makeover, you're normal. If you're nauseous about doing a makeover, you're normal. But it's on the job training. And the only way you're going to master it is when you just put yourself out there with just 2 or 3 girls around the table and just practice. You're going to find after you do it that it was much easier than you thought. I just remember being extremely nervous. And when I got done with that first party, I thought, that was so easy. And they each spent, and this was over 30 years ago, they each spent about $100 a face. Even back then, that was a lot of money. And so I just want you to know, if you're teachable and coachable and you're willing to step out on faith, you can do a makeover too. So let me share with you some great resources we have. Now, this will be in our boards group for Mary Kay Strong, but it's also in our Dream Givers group. And you've just got great resources that equip you to just go and practice doing a makeover. So I'm going to share my screen and show you a quick couple of resources on this PowerPoint. So let's look first at this. Now, I know this is small print, but what this is it's your in-person party agenda. It's all right there. It starts with greeting the guests, the welcome, the eye makeup remover, the miracle set, all the way down to your individual consultation. You could truly print this out, put it right next to you, and use this as a roadmap for your party. I think what you're going to find is it's very clear. It's very easy to follow. I'm just doing a set group of products. I'm doing satin hands when they walk in the door. We're cleaning their eyes with their eye makeup remover. We're using the miracle set as their skincare. If it's a group that's more in the repair set, I'll use the repair set if they're older, but we're doing some type of skincare and I'm walking them through each piece. We're doing a little bit of satin lips, a foundation primer, and CC cream. And then we're doing either a color card or the dash out the door look with a mascara and a lip color. And that's it. Now, here's the thing. If you'll use these products, you'll know how to talk about them. That's how I learned product knowledge is I use the products. I started to use the products so that I could tell my own stories. I'm not a big ingredient girl over all these years. I do know a few ingredients, but honestly, I just sell the sizzle. That's what Mary Kay Ash used to say. I would sell the sizzle just by talking about what I love about the products. So if you're nervous, but you're not using the products, that's a big disconnect. If you're going to go show these products and share them with people, the best way for you to do that is to tell them why you love the products. And trust me, you're going to love the products. Now, I just don't believe in sharing every single product under the sun. It's just a set amount of products that makes it easy and manageable for everybody to try them and to understand. But basically what we're doing is we're putting together an entire collection for them. You know, a party is typically a skincare system, a foundation product, and a color look. You can even leave the color look off if you want, but that's what I've always done. A Miracle Setter Repair Kit, almost always a CC cream because it's the easiest foundation to teach on and everybody loves it. And then a quick little color look at the end. On the front and the end of it is a welcome and satin hands. At the end is a table close and an individual consultation. It's seriously so simple. Now, I'm recording this, but by the time you watch this, there might be a new set sheet, but I'm going to show you the general idea of why a set sheet is so important. This is what I use right now. It might change by the time you watch this video, but this is what I use to close a party. Now, instead of just getting all hung up on, is the set sheet the exact same as when she recorded this? I want to tell you that a set sheet is, again, a roadmap for your guest. It makes it easy for them to put together a collection. So with this set sheet, you can see there's a lot of different product sets on here. When I close this out at the table, I don't pass out this sheet until I talk about how they pay, check, cash, credit, Venmo, Cash App. I talk about my free roll-up bag special, and I show how this beautiful roll-up bag can hang up on the back of their bathroom door. It decreases cosmetic clutter. It can roll up. Whoops. It can roll up and Velcro so it stays all together and fits in their drawer. Or if they're going to the gym, the pockets disconnect. So I romance all of that before I pass out this set sheet. No one gets a set sheet until I talk about how they pay. Let me just give you the words of what that sounds like. When I get done with the makeover, I always do compliment time. And I'll say, real quickly, pull your mirror out and hold your mirror at arm's length. This is where the world sees you. Anybody closer than this distance loves you for what's inside of you and not what's on your face. But let's go around the table and give compliments to each other about we love best about each other's look. It's the best thing. It just makes people feel special and they're complimenting them. And then after we go around and we talk to everybody and everybody shares what they love about their look, and then she shares what her favorite thing about the look is, then I say, who likes a good deal? And everybody raises their hand. And I'll say, well, tonight I have a great opportunity where you can customize a collection for yourself based on what you think is important for you and your skin and your look. And I will accept any type of cash, check, credit, Venmo, Cash App. I can even do some creative financing if you need to do 2 payments. And we do have a special today with our demo roll-up, with our roll-up bag, that you could actually get this for free. And I romance it like I just showed you. And then I pass out the set sheet, but not until I have talked about how they pay, creative financing, and a free roll-up bag. Because you guys, if I pass this sheet out first, they're not going to hear any of that. So once I've covered all that, then I pass the sheet out and I talk about how these are some of our most popular collections. And when I talk about this, I generally talk about set number 1, which is the Miracle set. I mentioned 2 and 3 and 4. I talk a lot about set 5, our satin hands and satin lips. I bump down here to the fresh face set, which is a CC cream and a powder and a brush. And then I show either the compact or the dash out the door look. And then I always talk about the I Love It set. And then I say you can take a look at all the other sets, but when you spend at least $199 or more, you get a free roll-up bag as your gift from me. And I'll say, why don't you go ahead and circle for me your 4 favorite sets? It doesn't mean you want them today. It just shows me what was popular and it helps me to know what you liked the best. So they circle their 4 sets. And then when I move to the individual consultation, I will say, Jane, why don't you grab your profile card and your set sheet and join me in the other room? I don't ask who's ready. I don't ask Who knows what they want? I pick the sparkler. I pick the person that was the most excited. I pick the person that loved the makeover, and I take her away from the table. I don't ask if they want to. I literally say, hey, Jane, grab your profile card and your set sheet and meet me in the other room. And I turn and leave the room. So many times people say to me, how do you get them to leave the room? I just leave the room and I pick the person I want to come with me. You remember, you're the teacher. You're in charge of the classroom. You tell them what to do, right? I know that sounds crazy, but really they will follow your lead if you're confident and bold. And then when I sit down with her, I just say, tell me, did you have a good time today? And she'll say, yes, I loved it. And I'll say, awesome. Let me see what 4 sets you like the best. And I take her set sheet out of her hand and I say, oh my gosh, you liked sets 1, 4, 5, and 7. That's awesome. Would you like to get started with those 4 sets? That's all I do. I just look at her 4 and ask her if she'd like to start there. She can tell me no, it's totally fine. I'll say, no problem. Would you like to start with the miracle set? Like I always start with the 4 she likes the best, and then I work my way down to the next, which is the miracle set. And then I just keep asking, did you want to add anything else to that? It's really a very simple conversation when you just let her guide it by what she circled on the sheet. I fill out the sales ticket, and then I turn over the profile card, and I'll say, looks like you would want to experience microdermabrasion and a liquid foundation match in your brows. What's the best time for that appointment? A weeknight or a weekend? Again, I don't ask, do you want a party? Do you want to do a makeover? I just go by what she has written down on her profile card for her reservations for her follow-up appointment. And then the last thing I say is, you were really fun tonight. I would love to give you a little bit more information on this. Is Mary Kay something you'd ever be curious to find out more about? And then I schedule for her for a phone call or a cup of coffee to find out more. Y'all, it's so simple. If you go to my video, it's on the Dream Givers Rock Facebook, boards, and it's under my party. And you can see a completely videotaped version of my party. It's about an hour long. It'll show you all my words, everything to say. But I promise you, the makeover is way easier than you think it is. So these are just some of the resources. There's even some great closing questions that you can use here. I'll put this in the boards as well that just give you those questions to ask individually. You guys, here's the thing about doing an in-person party. You'll never know. Let me stop sharing. You'll never know how simple it is until you just step out and try. I know you're going to be nervous. I get it. You're not going to feel like you're ready. I get that too. But honestly, it's way easier than you think it is. And that's really where the connection starts, where you start to have fun, you can share the products, and you will feel so good at the end of your party. So I'm challenging you just to step in. You've got an agenda. You've got a set sheet that you can make copies for your guests. You've got a video to watch of how to do the party. Use these resources and trust the process. Mary Kay Cosmetics has been around for over 60 years. And guess what? People have learned over and over again how to do a makeover. I promise. It's way easier than you think it is. So check out the tools and go get booked up with that first appointment, that in-person appointment. Get your demo roll-up bag put together, get your trays assembled, and go have some fun. I can't wait to hear how you do. Now, be sure you Vox your sales director right now and give her your feedback on this video about the in-person appointment. Ask her questions. Tell her what you're nervous about. Tell her what your favorite part was about this video. Connect with your coach. She'll be ready to help you take that leap of faith into doing your makeovers. All right. You're getting Mary Kay strong. I can feel it. That makeover, when you do it, you're going to get so strong. So have a great day. You got this.